I'm literally going to be giving you guys the keys on how to start a successful digital marketing agency, because if I had to do it all over again, here are the exact steps that I would take. I've been fortunate enough to start my own SMMA back in, it was like 2018, when the first wave had hit, when Tai Lopez releasing his, what was the course called? I think just his SMMA course. I was the first wave of people that joined that course. I had never heard of social media marketing agency, digital marketing, because we were moving into this era where Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, these platforms were getting more popular, and businesses started seeing the importance and the benefits of having a social media presence. And so that's when people started, hiring, how the social media marketing agency became such a boom, right? And from there, I took that course, learned as much as I could. That's how I got introduced into the social media marketing agency world. And then from there, I just kept on taking more courses, learned from more mentors, and I'm about to gather everything that I've learned, and I'm gonna give it to you all in this video. So make sure you show some love and drop a thumbs up. And so throughout my journey, I've been working hard. My social media marketing agency, I kept on growing it, got the ball rolling with it. Now we are a 7-figure company, and blessed enough every single day to be able to wake up and do whatever it is that I want to do, work from wherever I want to work on my own schedule. I don't gotta go to 9 to 5. I don't gotta be stuck in traffic and commute to work. I don't gotta have a boss or manager look over me, right? So this is the true benefit of starting your own agency. So the first step that you need to do is, obviously, you need to learn the right high income skills, right? So with starting an agency, you have two options. You can either learn the skill yourself, or what is cool about running this type of business model is that you can outsource your work to people who understand and perhaps even fulfill the service better than you can, right? So that's the cool thing about this model, is that you can learn the skill yourself. Let's say it's lead generation. You can learn Facebook ads, Google ads, Snapchat ads, YouTube ads, or you can simply find someone who specializes in this, and you can find them overseas, off of like freelancer websites such as Upwork.com, freelancer.com, if that's still around. I personally use Upwork.com. There's Fiverr as well. And you would do your due diligence, obviously, find the right person called media buyers. And by finding the right media buyer, they will basically run ads for you. So when you get a client, you take that money from your client, you use that money to pay your media buyer, and then you keep money as the middleman. Now, obviously, if you wanted to keep more of the profits without having to outsource right away, you can definitely just learn how to run Google and Facebook ads yourself. And the great thing about this is that there are free courses online, right? Not only on YouTube, you can simply go on YouTube and search up, how to run Facebook ads, how to run Google ads, and I actually have those videos on my channel. So if you haven't already and you want to learn a high income skill, just scroll through my channel, obviously, and you'll be able to learn the skills that you need, as well as all the other strategies to start your agency. I drop so much valuable content on my channel, and it's all for free for you guys. So just all I ask is to show some love, right? So you can learn Google ads and all these type of services off of YouTube. And the cool thing is, as well, is Google and Facebook actually gives you a free course on their website, okay? If you search up, Facebook Blueprint or Facebook course, Google course, they actually give you free training. And the reason why is because they want people to advertise on their platform, right? That's why they give you these resources, so that you can learn and the platform to advertise, and they can make money off of that, which is why they offer you free course. Now that you have a high income skill in place, right? Either you learned it yourself or you found a media buyer to fulfill it for you. The second thing you now need is you need to be able to sell your services, right? Whatever the case may be. It might be SEO, it could be social media management, it could be anything, all right? So the second thing is that you need to be able to sell your services. Now, when I first started out, I had zero background, zero skills in sales, right? I had no idea what I was saying. I would stumble on these phone calls. I would hang up on myself. So if you are in my shoes, don't worry about it, because I started with zero sales background. And if you have sales as a skill, you're great at talking to people, you're great at connecting with people, you're already ahead of the curve, okay? You're already ahead of a lot of people who aren't maybe not as comfortable selling, okay? So there's two routes to go about this. Obviously, you can go and find a salesperson. And the cool thing about this whole agency model, guys, I can revert back, you can outsource any skill to someone else, okay? You can just hire somebody and they will fulfill the services on your behalf. Obviously, they will either have to pay them a commission or some type of fee, but in the end, you can take that step back and have someone who is better than you to do it, right? Or you can just keep more of the profits and do it yourself. So there's always that method, okay, is outsourcing and hiring somebody to do it for you. What I did was I put together a VCL presentation, okay? And it's basically a funnel where leads go to, where my prospects who are interested in my services, we put them through this funnel. And what this funnel does is it warms up our leads. So by the time that I'm hopping on a call with the prospect, potential client, they're already sold on my services because my funnel, my VCL funnel had already warmed them up. All right, so a lot of times when I get students asking me all the time, hey Jordan, how do I increase my closing rate, right? When I hop on these calls with business owners, they're just not closing, they're iffy, I don't have any case studies to show, I don't have any experience, I don't have any confidence, I don't have anything to show these potential business owners to become clients. And so what you want to do is put them through a VCO funnel or create some type of funnel that will warm up your lead, okay? It's better to talk to a warm lead than a cold lead, obviously, right? So you want to take them through a process where you can warm them up. And I'll break down the VCO funnel a little bit here. Basically, when you're doing your outreach, and we'll get to the outreach part in the third step, but when you're doing your outreach method, you're bringing leads into your business, right? You're introducing them to essentially your ecosystem, what you do, what you're about, your culture, your team, and all that, okay? And so when you're putting them through this funnel, what you're really doing is you're adding some sort of value, okay? And you're positioning yourself as the authority, you're positioning yourself as someone who is credible. And so that way, when the lead sees all this, they already know who you are and what you do, okay? So when they're going through this funnel, this process, what you're doing is you're adding value, okay? You're going to show them, well, for us, we create a whole presentation on showing, it's like a quick little presentation showing our potential client exactly how we can help their business grow, okay? So we are specifically a Google Ads lead generation business. We run Google Ads to generate leads. And so we create a presentation on why our Google Ads setup, our Google Ads campaign is better than what anyone else is. Number one, is different. And number two, it gets them from the business owner from point A to point B, okay? It gets them, we show them exactly how we're gonna grow their business. We show them why some of the things that they've done in the past didn't work and what's working right now. And so we give this all up front, right? We literally just give like a free training, a quick little free training, and they can literally just take it, learn it themselves, and simply put the campaign together. So they can literally take this free training, learn themselves, and put the whole campaign by themselves. That's how much value we're giving, okay? And that's going to do one thing. That's going to show your potential business client, right, that you are an expert, you are credible, you're not even trying to sell anything because here's all the value up front. And the law of reciprocation states something along the lines of, if you give something, the other person is going to be more willing to give back, right? So at the end of our VCO funnel, we have a simple call to action: book a call with us, and we can see if we're a good fit for each other, and then we can put this whole entire campaign together for you, right? So from there, business owners, they go through the funnel, they're warmed up, now they know who I am, what my business is, what we do. Sometimes they'll know what our pricing is. So everything is just upfront, right? And by the time they book a call with us, they already know everything about us. Okay, they already know what the price is, they already know who I am, what we do, what my team is, what we've done in the past, our case studies, if we have any. If you don't have any, it's fine. What you want to more focus on then is to give more value, okay? As much value as possible. You don't want to confuse them. You want to give them just enough value so that way they can just do it themselves, okay? And so when they book a call with you, they already know what you're about. It's basically just a phone call talking about what you can do for them, and it's more of a call for you guys to introduce each other and just connect. And your business owner client know that you're an actual real company and a real person behind what it is that you do. So that is how I've been able to skyrocket my closing rate without having to be a salesperson. If you want to check out the VCO funnel more broken down, I have a free masterclass. It shares exactly how I use my VCO funnel to close all my leads. I'll leave that link in the description below, so just check it out. It's absolutely free. So the third step, now that you have a high income skill, you know how to sell, you have a funnel, a system in place to sell that service of yours. Now you need to just do your outreach methods. You need people coming in to be interested in what it is that you have to do and how you're gonna help their business, okay? And that is the most important key point, is you need to focus on the crafting of your message. When you go and craft your message to send your message to your leads, you need to be focusing on how they're going to benefit from your services, okay? Not what you do, okay? A lot of agency owners make the mistake of focusing on what it is that the company does, right? So for example, I might say something along the lines of, we are a Google Ads lead generation marketing company. We generate you leads. We can get you phone calls coming in. That's basically what we do. We generate leads, we run Google Ads, and this is a very generic message, okay? And a lot of you might be doing the same thing currently. We do Facebook ads, we generate leads, we run YouTube ads, we do SEO, we'll help you rank higher and things like that, right? What you need to do is you need to be specifically dialed in on the client's pain points and their desires, okay? So on the sales call, we ask probing questions, but we also already know ahead of time what their pain points are, okay? So whatever industry or niche that you're in, you need to figure out what the pain points are. And most pain points are pretty similar if you're in the lead generation industry, if you're generating leads, right? So for example, a lot of pain points are going to be along the lines of something like lead quality sucks. Okay, that's probably like the #1 issue or pain point with businesses who has worked with marketing companies in the past. They'll have that same complaint. Yeah, we ran ads with a marketing company. It didn't work out so well because the leads sucked. None of the leads turned into clients. None of the leads turned into customers. None of the leads actually paid for my services or for my products, whatever it is, right? So that is an issue. That is a pain point that you need to now figure out how to overcome that obstacle. And you can include that in your VCO funnel. You can include that in your sales call when you're talking to the business owner. Okay, I understand what your pain points are. Obviously, you're gonna ask them probing questions and get them to say that themselves. And then you want to be prepared for it, right? How are you gonna overcome that obstacle? Okay, so we go even further. Why does the lead quality suck? Well, okay, leads, they can't afford our services. The leads, they are not serious about our products or services. The leads are just shopping around. The leads are from out of the area. We don't service that area. We're in California, they're from New York, right? So these are pain points, and these are all things that you need to understand. You need to maybe do some research, or maybe you need to get some more experience just talking to these business owners and figuring out what it is that they've had issues with in the past with other marketing companies or currently. And then you need to learn how to overcome those obstacles, right? So I'll give you some examples. So lead quality sucks. Affordability, right? A lot of leads can't afford your services. They're calling in, they're shopping around. Well, Mr. Business Owner, so you're telling me you ran ads in the past, and a lot of the leads that did come in, which is a great thing, it's just that the leads weren't converting because they didn't have any money. Is that correct? Yes, leads, we got some leads which we wanted, but they couldn't afford our services. Okay, great. So the cool thing about running Google Ads is that we have Google has a new feature, a new option where you can target people based off of their household income. So now we can exclude people who make very less money, and we can target or focus more of your budget towards people who can actually afford your services. And we can set that all up for you, and your lead quality should improve. You see what I'm saying? So that obstacle and the feature, the option might not be new, but it is new to them because they haven't done it in the past, they haven't tried it, and that's why they had that issue. But as you gather intel and gather these pain points and information, you now know how to overcome these obstacles, and you now have a solution to their pain points, to their problems. You see what I'm saying? And so when you're able to provide solutions and you are solution based, that's how you're going to sell your potential clients into actually becoming clients for your agency. And so when you're crafting your message to do outreach, this is what you need to craft your message around, right? You need to figure out the pain points, and then you need to figure out the solutions and craft that message and then do your outreach, okay? So that's the most important step. I know you're like, okay, this is not what I want to not what I'm used to hearing. How do I do? Are we using running ads? Are we doing Facebook? Are we sending out Facebook messages? Are we sending out Instagram DMs to our clients, or what are we doing, right? And all those, honestly, they all work, okay? All outreach methods work. And that's what so many people are fixated on, is what platform works the best, right? How do I get more clients? Do I use Instagram? Do I use Facebook? But really, you need to take a step back and focus on the core, which is the message that you're sending out, okay? It doesn't matter what platform you're on, whether you're cold emailing, whether you're cold calling, Instagram, Facebook, whether you're running ads, because all these platforms work. All these methods, outreach methods, can get you clients. And there's not really one that's better than the other. It's really what works best for you and for your niche, okay? So I get that question all the time, and that is the answer to your question. And so take a step back and craft that message, okay? And when you're crafting this message, you wanna get straight to the point. You don't want to really beat around the bush and say, I don't know, and be vague with information and stuff. You wanna give enough information. You don't wanna give too much information, but you don't wanna give too little information, okay? You wanna get straight to the point and give them what it is that they need to become curious and seize you as a new opportunity to help get them from point A, pain points, to point B, solutions, okay? And that is important. So that message should not be too long, but it should not be too short, too vague, right? So just get straight to the point, and then once your message is crafted, you're gonna then send it out, okay? You're gonna start doing your outreach methods, whatever channels that you decide to go with. And then from there, you can start split testing your message, right? You can take message A and message B and see which one works better. Message B gets more positive responses. Okay, we're gonna send more of that message B, and then we'll go ahead and split test another one. So that is an ongoing thing, right? There's not a message that worked better than the other, because things are always changing, right? Things should always be changing, because people are gonna start using your message. Once they hear that your message works the best, they're gonna start using your message. And that's why I'm not even gonna tell you what you should say specifically, because if I did tell you that, then the value of that message no longer works, because then everyone's gonna start using it. Business owners are gonna start hearing the same thing, and it's not gonna work anymore. So you need to be creative, you need to get straight to the point, and you need to be unique. And then you need to spark some type of curiosity. And that's how you get them interested in your services. That's how you introduce them to your ecosystem. All right, so from there, it's very simple. You start doing your outreach, they're interested, they go through your sales system, your sales funnel, your VCO funnel, they're interested, they book a call with you. Right now we're working backwards. They book a call with you, so you can then either yourself or your salesperson can hop on that call and close that deal. Once they close that deal, now all you gotta do is fulfill the services. And back to fulfilling services, you can either do it yourself, or you can have your media buyer take care of that for you. All right, so that is exactly what I would do if I started my SMMA all over again, and that is how you should start as well.